Hi everyone, this is Kenzie. We can't do anything. Nanami beat the out of that little twink motherfucker. Like, people really want to take this serious? Okay, no, not yet. Let me preface this entire thing. I do not hate Curse Clash. Well, I do, but I don't, but I do, but I don't. Hopefully you'll get it by the end. This video was extremely different from what it became. I recorded my original intro on February 1st before I played even a second of this. All right, just to make sure that y'all know that I'm not fucking with y'all. I have not played this shit yet. This is not the bit. I'm not making this shit up. It is literally downloading. I have not played this shit yet. Just fucking saying. My sole intention was to jokingly defend this game off of the simple fact that this game was made by Biking. Now, why does that matter? Because they made My Hero Wants Justice 2, and I genuinely thought this game would be in the same vein because my hero is fucking flames. We'll get deeper with that later, but understand one thing going forward. I ain't new to this anime arena shit, alright? I played the Storm games like that shit was cocaina, bitch. I was in the trenches playing clan battles and Generations, and I was a massive tier whore too. I was one of those legit dataras people like to talk about back then. I was on the ground floor of Shinobi Striker and still keep up with it to this day. I played the shit out of J-Stars simply because Medaka was in it. Long story short, if nothing else, this genre does not have the ability to gaslight me anymore. Now, just because I played them doesn't mean I was giving these games any level of undeserved praise. Most of these games were mid and cash grabs by a casual definition, but playing them with friends really took the edge off. Now we get to Curse Clash and shit's different this time around. I put out several tweets about it before and after JJK's release. I knew for a long time I was gonna cover this game. Trust me, there's a fucking lot to go over. All time I didn't spend playing Cursed Clash was spent looking at reviews, opinions, and just losing my goddamn mind. Not seriously, of course, but holy shit, I've read more than enough. Cursed Clash is amazing, actually. Hot takes to last me a Jujutsu Sorcerer's lifespan, which is apparently 2 seasons. Now, let's start at the beginning, and hopefully I can articulate myself well enough by the end of this, cause like Yaga said, it's an unpleasant job to play potentially shitty games and pay full price for them. You have to be motivated, and perhaps a little crazy.
It's my stress, that's for sure.
Now let me keep it a stack so all y'all Steam reviewers know where my heart is at. When Curse Clash was first revealed, I was only a mild spectator of the anime, and around this time I had watched season 1 and I thought it was okay. I knew people liked it, but I just didn't care for it so much at the time. Fast forward to season 2 reaching its ending, and I took the plunge again because I was morbidly curious about the game at this point, and I kinda wanted to see what this series was about. This was on January 4th. I fell in love with Hidden Inventory and Shibuya, and now I was fiending for Curse Clash. I'm saying this because there's a narrative among fans of this game that people who criticize this game and come away not liking it were going to write it off anyway and jump on the hate train, like this game is a misunderstood masterpiece or some shit. I don't think anyone wanted to love this game more than me, 100%. Even people that play this game on public platforms think it's not perfect, and hell, it doesn't really even break even. It's okay for a game you like to not be very good. I know what it's like as High Guardian Spice's strongest soldier on release, but never will I ever say dumb shit like, if you don't like the game, don't play it, just to defend it from meanies. It doesn't deserve that kind of respect in my opinion, because it's not like this game even respects you enough to give you more than the bare minimum for a functional product. Just like you want people to let you enjoy things, which is fair, people get to talk some shit. It is what it is. Now, just a heads up, the online and gameplay will encapsulate a lot of this video, I think, because that's where most of my opinions lie. So let's get through this bullshit slideshow story mode. Here's the straight up truth. This story mode is not lazily made. You know how many images they had to download off of Google to make this? Nah, too much yapping and not enough motion. If you don't like being in stiff-ass scripted fights with barely any of the mechanics functioning as intended due to the different circumstances, then no, you just won't like this, and I don't either. It's whack and not worth your time. The reward of just watching a slideshow just isn't fucking no. If you're in the minority that thinks someone has to play through the entire thing just to have an opinion on how stale and boring it is, then inhale 30 cocks. That's just not happening. You want to do it the right way? Then watch the anime. That should save you plenty of time, and I don't think anyone would disagree. If you genuinely think that the story mode is worth playing to completion and enjoying, then get your tongue out of the ketamine, it's not helping. Also, here's everything else I didn't do because I don't have any friends that play this shit. I'm not doing co-op anything. None of my friends have this game because they called a spade and didn't get this game like I did. This is largely a solo experience for me, but I think that's perfectly fine. I think the most common experience will be solo queues anyway. Also, if you're not wanting to play online, then this story mode is really all you've got in terms of content. I don't know why someone would buy this game for the single player experience, but I'm just covering my bases. Is it the time where I get neurotic about things? Yes! Now is where I talk about the gameplay part, and this game really has people fucked up right now, on both sides, so I'm jumping in the middle. Let's start small. How does one clash in a cursed manner? I'll keep this extremely brief because Avatar Yaya already went over it in his video, link in the description, but here's the skinny. Free battle mode allows you to set rules and fight offline. Selecting your character doesn't show what they look like, so if you're new to the game and never watched this and don't know what Panda looks like, then, well, bad example. Don't know what Satoru Gojo looks like, then you gotta leave the menu. This Microsoft Excel looking ass shit ain't my favorite, but it's a small issue if you know who everyone is. This mode doubles as practice and versus, and I know you can practice online, but not everybody got it like that, so let's continue. The game has 3 basic attacks per character and 3 alternate attacks by holding the down button at the same time as your basic attacks. Or down on the joystick, you get what I'm saying. At the beginning of you playing this game, you may do these moves by accident, but don't think too hard about it. Square or X is a basic combo that auto combos into damage if you have enough meter. Triangle or Y is a goodbye, my nigga. And circle or B is a button that I barely use, to be honest. I play Maki only, and it just isn't that useful for me. Maybe other characters utilize it better, but that ain't my problem right now. Attacking doesn't do damage in a traditional sense, but it does build up your meter so that you can do damage with your cursed attacks. Cursed attacks use meter and deal actual damage to the person unfortunate enough to get caught in your animations. Every character deals this damage differently, but it's very obvious who can slap their shit on the table and who has to keep it in their pants to keep from getting embarrassed. Okay, so now you're aware of the basics of this game. You build up your meter with little piss boy attacks, then use your cursed attacks to deal actual damage. Sounds easy, right? Well, it is. Like, very easy on paper. Your attacks raise what I'll call your power bank, and then your energy fills this bank as long as you don't die and reset the bank. Everyone can have different sizes of power banks, and some people take shorter or longer to fill it, but honestly, no matter who you are, filling this bank is top priority. For example, since I'm a Maki main, I'll use her. She only has 4 bars of her bank. It doesn't take long to fill, and as a result, she is able to just smack you with her cursed attacks frequently. But her combos are long and her animations are longer, so it's very rare you'll get away with finishing any of them. But here's the kicker, and I'm sure someone will fight me on the street if I don't say this, so here goes. That isn't the point of this game, and it took me a while to figure it out, and most people never will, because this game is clunky as fuck to learn. Some of you may have already caught on, but all you really have to do is limit the amount of long ass animations you do, but maximize the damage you do, which means you gotta spam harder than a key smashing trans girl getting flirted with on Discord. I truly think nothing else is efficient. This is not a combo game, and if you think it is, then an online Sukuna hasn't shown you the error of your ways yet. Short bursts of cursed attacks will 30% of the time give you the victory in ranked, and the other 70% will be from you getting carried by a Gojo, Nobara, Jogo, or Sukuna. Also, completely ignore that Maki's description calls her a speedy combo master with nimble movements on top of impressive combo strings, because this is not a combo game. Of course, this isn't an inherently bad thing, but I think since I'm talking about how the game flows, I guess it's now time for me to say some dangerous shit that I absolutely believe in. Or safe shit. I don't know where the discourse is on this game anymore. It feels like shit to play most, if not all the time, and the people who dropped off in less than an hour probably felt this too and cut their losses and refunded. They are absolutely justified in this decision. In the Steam reviews, I've seen someone say, "See how only people who have less than an hour are leaving negative reviews? Girl, please." Since I'm saying this stuff, I guess I have to back it up, so let me take you on a journey to UA High, because one's justice existence serves as a huge reason as to why this game's mechanics are so damn confusing in the first place. Biking made this game as well, and I'm sure you can tell. Similar movement, similar float to the opponent maneuvers, similar... well, everything, it's their game. Being a much more fast-paced fighting game compared to JJK's high school group project simulation, the animations are not nearly as long, and it's a much more twitchy, reflexive game. But the hugest thing this game has, to me, is universal canceling mechanics that allow you to cut off animations as long as you have the meter to do it, and extend your combos at the same time if you so choose. If we're talking about one of these anime arena fighters having competitive potential, One's Justice 2 is the one I would vote for hands down. And considering that tournaments have been done for this game for a few years now, others most likely would agree. All of this insane, fast-paced shit perfectly matches the bombastic TV experience that is my hero. Unless they're in the dorms or something, but you get what I'm saying. Cursed Clash is very restrictive, and the only thing that you clash with is the clunky ass animation. There are no universal cancels or anything like that, and the most tech I could find was watching a Toto online block while in the air to drop down faster. Maki gets a cancel as a cursed technique, and she can only do it once and not whenever she wants. I largely just use it to cut my animation short to dash away from someone if I need to, but I would have appreciated having the player freedom to use it in the ways I feel necessary, especially if there's meter attached to it. Yes, you can use the cancel to use a more powerful version of your cursed technique if you have enough meter, but considering that you most likely got knocked out of your combo string minutes ago by an imaginary purple, I don't think that strategy is very valid. If I had to call this gameplay anything, it would be unrefined, and this runs so deep, I have a hard time believing that they would change this, because there are some that claim that this is all on purpose to compensate for the game being 2v2, and to push the playstyle of knocking someone away in order to jump a bitch. And to be honest, that's kinda how the show is too. I cover Gundam games, so I've heard plenty of times that Gundam Battle Operation 2 is clunky on purpose, because these are heavy, clunky units, and if you could aim exactly where you wanted and change sensitivity to be a more comfortable experience, then that would be unfair. But if I squint my eyes a little bit and give myself a lobotomy, I probably could somewhat see where they're coming from. And yes, in the JJK anime, there are moments where the characters largely use one big ass hit and are in fights with like one other person. The way this game is set up makes a lot of sense, and in general, the gameplay reflects this accurately.
No, but did it feel good though?
Not most of the time, and I think people are forgetting that these two things can be true. You can acknowledge that mechanics feel like piss and that they are intended to feel like piss, which makes them okay with you. They still feel like piss. I don't think it is a positive thing that the game has long drawn out animations and ungodly amounts of imprecise attacks that almost reward you just hanging in the shadows waiting for your time to strike on someone who forgot you existed just to get a W. Saying if you don't like it, don't play it just doesn't cut it this time. This is a game for JJK fans, and they probably want to reenact their favorite fights or something. I can imagine people getting frustrated just as much as there are people who would play this game for 30 hours straight just because Ghetto's fine ass is in it. People are allowed to be let down by a game like this. It's genuinely not the best step forward. The mechanics are the first thing you feel, and they are unrefined. But with me saying that, I stand somewhere in the middle, because the online is the place that really matters. Let me assume that the story mode doesn't matter to you, and that you were completely prepared to play online and nothing else even comes close to being something you care about. What is that experience like? Online is the reason why the Discourse is so goofy, and I may be able to explain it to every single one of you. Just hear me out, but please, can I chill a little bit? If you got this far, like and sub if you like what you saw so far. If you like this, then you'll love what you got to see on my channel. See you there. And now, I would like to think that I have been pretty fair to Cursed Clash so far, and while that won't stop, I do want to touch on the fact that this part of the video is the point where people seem to divide heavily. Most people with platforms have gone on record saying that this game is not worth $60 and isn't presented well in the slightest, and people do consistently just make shit up that they never said, and that needs to stop too. I think these dudes like Globku, Avatar Yaya, and Shonen Games are literally just doing the best they can with what they were giving and trying to focus on the positive. The terminally weird people that are spiking the football because an anticipated anime game was not very good is cringe. Leave these folks alone if all you're doing is being fucking annoying. The online is 100% the reason to play this game, and yet no one really explains that in a way that the game earns. So I'm gonna try. I may have missed someone, but come on. What am I supposed to do when almost every defense video for this game is just fucking hey fool. This Cursed Clash shit kinda cool, like it's kinda fun, like bro, I really don't give a fuck, like this shit cool, like I don't give a fuck, bro, like I mean it's just fun, like I don't even know what to call it, bro, like it's just fun, like I just like really playing this shit for, like it's just fun, bro, like yeah, I don't really give a fuck, like it's fun, fool, like I don't care. Fun. So yeah, I'm gonna do my best to explain the experience in full that led me to making this video in the first place. The ranked experience of Cursed Clash is truly something that I can't be brief about, but honestly, I shouldn't have to be. I just love my dog. Yeah. Going into ranked, I had truly no idea what I was in for. At the time of recording, I didn't watch any ranked footage or anything like that, so I genuinely was curious to see what people were going to be doing in a solo environment. My partner went Sukuna, and of course, I went Maki, since she is my main and I am the best Maki NA. Oh what, you think I'm lying? What you gonna do, 1v1 me? Oh wait, you can't, cause that ain't in the game, bitch! My first match ever went something like this. My opponents were Yuji and Fushiguro. Sukuna kinda just handled the pink twink and I put my hands on the animal tamer. This match was a mess. Not an offensive mess, but since Sukuna can hit his teammate, yeah, he just kinda did what the fuck he wanted regardless of whether I was there or not. Toward the end of the match, I did something really damn smart. Yuji was extremely low, so I went on the offensive with my cement-filled animations, but then when Yuji started to catch me because I whiffed my attacks, I used Maki's curse dodge to avoid him and put myself at the advantage. Then Sukuna stole all the thunder and knocked us both out of the way and finished Yuji off. By the way, I've seen a few people saying that Sukuna is easy to deal with and insanely easy to counter.
Oh, really?
Maki is high effort compared to Sukuna, which makes him annoying as fuck to approach because he almost forces you to play by his rules, not the other way around. Is that OP and needs a nerf? No, not really. But when there is an easy way and a hard way in a competitive scenario, why not use the brain dead characters? I don't, because I don't like Sukuna or Gojo nearly as much as Maki, but if I did, I'd be teleporting and griefing my teammates with the best of them. With that being said, fuck Sukuna. Since I already immortalized myself as the best Maki NA, I decided to take a break from being excellent and tried out Nobara to celebrate her recent eye surgery. I felt annoying while playing her. I was essentially a little bee stinging everyone until I was ready to pop goes the weasel, these dumbasses. Until they made me the dumbass by closing in on me. I was flat out just playing her wrong most of the time, but to be honest, she just isn't for me anyway. I much prefer being in someone's face. We lost that match, but little did I know I was gonna have one of the best experiences in anime game history and would forever change my perspective on this entire game. And it all starts with a player known as Tiger Heel. After 2 matches, I was wanting to shove nails into myself and let Nobara use her down B on me because I was getting pretty tired of the game flow already. But then I pressed that match button again and I matched with Tiger Heel and this cute bitch changed my life forever. Y'all ain't met nobody like Tiger Heel, I'll put money on that shit. They played Nobara and I played Maki, of course. Literally the team I wanted to play since the first trailer dropped. Since you know Mai's fine ass, Miwa's useless ass, and Shoko's tired ass ain't in this fucking game. The match was very typical at first, but then Tiger Heel did something mostly unheard of in team game solos.
I'm sorry.
They communicated. Okay, I'm joking low-key, but they were very conscious of exactly what was going on. I didn't mess with my chat settings a lot, so I didn't say much back, but we were truly in sync. Every time I was getting fucked on, Tiger Heel was there to cover me. I engaged on someone, Tiger Heel kept them in place. I was truly able to do what I felt like this game was requiring from me, and we both achieved real teamwork. This was the time where I felt like I was actually on an equal playing field with my teammate, and wasn't just getting carried. Yes, Nobara is fucking nuts, but I felt like I was being enabled by her. Not baby. This is truly what this game was made for. That moment of clarity where you know what your teammate is capable of and vice versa. Needless to say, we rematched and won again.
Well done. Nice.
Tiger Heel was fucking fantastic and there was no shot I was gonna pass up including this person in the video. These were 2 of the most coordinated matches I've ever played. Team synergy actually meant something here, and I was able to feel that ticklish sensation that most people call fun? I even popped off at one point where they set up a joint attack and I was in the middle of a cancelable attack, so I canceled it and followed up. I went cashews, bitch. I was in the fucking zone. I get it now. This is Cursed Clash at its absolute peak. I'm sure people playing with their friends have way more of these moments, but this happening in solo queue scenarios is almost unheard of. Like for real, when's the last time your bot lane coordinated with you with no chatter pings? I'll wait. And no bitch, I ain't done. Our last match was against something I was not prepared for in the slightest. Another Maki. Well, now I gotta stand on business, bitch. I refuse to let this go unnoticed. Me and my goon Tiger Heel get to work. Unfortunately, Jogo proved to be a hard one to deal with and it was looking bleak, but no, I couldn't lose my place as the best Maki to ever do it, bitch. We're 2 stocks down and we're at risk of being dethroned, but no. I finish off Jogo and try to save Nobara from Maki, but Jogo returns to keep being a stupid bitch. That's why you died in Shibuya, ho. Maki eventually gets an ultimate off on Tiger Heel and leaves us with 1 stock between the both of us. I for sure I was gonna have to give up my crown until I killed that bitch right back, and now they have 2 stocks and I had no health, but still we must persist. Jogo gets absolutely bodied by Tiger Heel while I'm keeping Maki distracted, and then I pull together and end this fake ass Maki and earn my rightful place as the real best Maki, bitch. Don't ever fucking challenge me, bitch. Tiger Heel was super cool about being in the video, and if you see this, my dude, thanks, you rule. Keep on getting those hours, cause god damn. I also made sure to ask them what they liked about Cursed Clash, and they simply said, which is entirely fair. I don't think anyone would disagree that actually liking the characters you get to use really helps in playing the game, cause if Maki or Nobara weren't here, then it would be Gojo over, bitch. All good things must come to an end, and I haven't played with Tiger Heel since, but I'm sure it won't be the last time. The game flow was clicking pretty hard for me, so now to go down the anime arena fighter downward spiral, where now that you're sucked in, you now have to deal with the absolute ball tug that is the annoying ass OP ass characters that they allowed to get past release. Sukuna is a dumb bitch, point blank period, and I already explained why. And Gojo is a dumb bitch because he's essentially the pipe and Sukuna is the crack, and together you get a combination that destroys your life faster than the actual substance. In a game where the animations last about a year and a half, give or take, I don't think that these two should be able to be together. We lost that match because the Sukuna. I fought a panda user and that character is cracked, largely because armor fucks in this game. Armor in a game where you can barely recover from your moves is insanely effective, and Panda is filled with it. I'll never play him, but if you do, you may be able to handle some of the more annoying shit in this game. We won this match because they let Gojo charge Imaginary Purple and he killed the Maki. Oh fuck.
Told you, didn't I? I'm the strongest. Just so predictable.
We lost this match. After a few more matches, I wanted to experience Gojo for myself so that I could be on the other side of the train tracks. Long story short, we lost because I didn't know how to do Imaginary Purple. Honestly though, Gojo really isn't pick up and play strong. I'm sure you have to learn his moves a bit, and that goes for literally everyone in this game. Everyone in this game is really different from each other, and that is very true. People with platforms have said this, and they are not lying. If you don't know how to play a character, you're probably not going to be doing all the OP shit that they do against you. The footage don't lie though. He's kind of a right pain in the ass if you know what you're doing. Just like in this next match where I was getting jumped, but silly them, who needs teamwork when you can have light work instead? Those dudes were fucking Freelo. Who's fucking next, bitch? Oh my fucking.
Another win wrapped up. Now let's go eat. Whether you live or die is of no consequence.
I don't like these two very much. And if you think I'm playing that up, I'm not. I made sure to do a few sessions recording my voice at the same time, just in case I needed to. Once again, another Sukuna and another Gojo, so I can already imagine how this is gonna be. Just a fuck ton of AoE from both characters, and one of them is gonna domain expand and kill one of us in 2 hits. This is just the gameplay loop of this entire game. Both of you hit somebody, their teammate saves them. Somebody saves them, somebody saves them. Like, we can't do anything. And we just got hit with Imaginary Purple because Gojo was left alone. But if you go for Gojo, Sukuna's just gonna hit somebody with his stupid ass moves. Not at all. And he's domain expanding. So, I mean, what can you do? I mean, I'm just wondering. In the anime, they don't give the people turns to fucking get hit. Like, they jumped the shit out of Mahito. They jumped the shit out of that man. He could not fight back. Nanami beat the fuck out of that little twink motherfucker. Characters are clearly better than others. Go ahead and go Gojo, my boy. Gojo and Sukuna are the only ones. Oh, all you gotta do is just be patient. Since the animations are so fucking long, you literally can't move 2 years after you hit a button by accident because your teammate knocked the person out of your combo. You just gotta be patient, bro. You just gotta wait your turn, bro. I'm like, this is not fucking Final Fantasy Tactics, my nigga. Like, is there team synergy? Yes. Is it better to play this game with with a friend that you can actually communicate with so you can synergize your slow ass fucking moves with each other? Absolutely. And you know what? I just want to say this for posterity. I'm probably doing something wrong. I could probably be playing the game better. But come on now. Hopefully in Jujutsu Kaisen second Cursed Clash, they make this game faster to play. That would only be remedied if you can talk to someone or you're just playing with people that you know who are all on the same page of let's just have fun, right? But ranked is not like that. People are playing Sukuna, people are playing Gojo. Those two are fucking insanely unfun to fight. I'm not even mad that I spent $60. I'm only mad that this is what $60 will get somebody who is really into JJK, and they're probably gonna sit here and like this, but they deserve better. They deserve fucking better. At the end of it all though, yeah, the claim that it's fun is valid. I detailed my entire experience not because I wanted to prove that it was bad or anything, but to put some order in this fucking stupid discourse that this game is going through right now. This game is bare bones as fuck, dry as fuck, boneless as fuck, and it's also JJK as fuck. And if you're diehard on that last point, then you may enjoy this at $15 max with a group of friends. And you may have to buy this shit for them. Don't make them use their own debit card to pay for this shit. Come on. For the people who hate this game, fucking lay off. People are saying it's fun because they do find it fun, and they are most likely playing it with friends anyway. I don't think anyone's going out of their way, at least with a platform, to say that this game is perfect or some shit, because it's not. This is the one Jujutsu Kaisen game that they have right now, and it's available widely on PC and console. No, mobile is not a part of this conversation. They can have this one, but they have it hard enough knowing that to be true. So let them breathe down. For the people that love this game, please understand that you deserve better than this. No matter how much fun you're having, you will always deserve better than this. This is a group project simulator to a fucking fault, and it's no one's fault for them not liking this. If you don't have someone to communicate with, or someone to synergize with, or someone to pick the characters that you need to make your characters work better, then it's just not gonna be as fun. I believe that to be true. This game is easily able to be made fun of, and that's fine. If they're being dicks, I get it. Give them a taste of their own medicine. I like that chaos. But just know that what you deserve is a better effort than this. Low budget does not dictate how good your game feels to play at the end of everything. That's a decision someone has to be okay with making, and someone obviously didn't care enough about that to let this happen, in my honest opinion. This game is my special. I hate how it turned out, but this game really did possess my ass, and honestly, I don't hate it. Maki is that bitch. Can't wait for them to animate Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 22, Metamorphosis Part 2 at 1 minute and 40 seconds as the next DLC story, but till that faithful day, I'm ending this shit. If you like what you saw and laughed at least twice, please give me a like and sub if you want more of this fuckery. I have a Patreon also. For $5 motherfucking you can see my video early, and so can YouTube members for the exact same price. But you know what it is at this point. Stay hydrated, stay safe, and most importantly, stay cute, you lovely sorcerers.